New show. If we haven't met, I'm Henry. My friends, this is the December energy forecast, navigating the dynamic flow of release and renewal and revision and revisioning. So, my friends, let's just take a moment to welcome December. Hello, December. Take a nice deep breath. Welcoming December and also the end of the year. Just taking a moment. All right, my friends. So, as we arrive at the end of 2024, it is really important to take a moment to pause and reflect on the journey that you've traveled this year. My friends, my oh my, it has been a year of challenges and growth, lessons learned, and profound transformation. So, not only for me, but also I've just been talking to so many of my private clients as well as with my friends and family members. It has been a really interesting year. Coming into this year, my power positive intention word that's Reiki'd has been unstoppable. And so last year in 2023, when that word came through, I was really excited. I was like, wow, unstoppable. That is a very powerful word. And I also, now looking back, there was some naivete on that. I was thinking for X, Y, and Z. And then as the year unfolded, I realized, wow, now I know why the word unstoppable came through. And, also because I layer Reiki in there, every time I utilize the word, I receive Reiki and it supports clearing. And then the word unstoppable really helped me in just so many ways. And one of the things is there's a lot of cosmic energies that came in this year that were really intense at times. And I'm somebody who's highly sensitive. I'm an intuitive empath. So I can really sense the subtle changes. And so the word unstoppable helped me out a lot, my friends. So with that, then it's really important, take time to really pause and reflect on your year. And also, if there's been any lingering regrets, this is a time to release them with compassion, kindness, mindfulness. And the path ahead is illuminated by new energies that honor where you've been while encouraging you to move forward with clarity and purpose. So, as we stand at the threshold of 2024's conclusion, we're being invited to reflect with gratitude and grace. What a transformative year it has been, one filled with challenges, lessons, and growth. And again, if you carry regrets, now is the time to gently release them. Use your tools, use mindfulness, compassion, loving kindness, and just know too, like looking at it from the lens of for the highest good. And even if we may not understand something, there might be greater wisdom coming down the path. So the energies ahead call us to embrace a fresh path where the past serves only as a guidepost to remind us how far we've come. And this month really offers a unique dance between reflection and forward motion, with Mercury in Mars retrograde and Pluto freshly settling into Aquarius for the 20-year journey or so. We may feel a tug of old patterns, even as paradigms beckon us forward. So these energies hold powerful potential, not for everything, but for what truly aligns with your light. And also know too, karma's echoes are strong this month, offering opportunities for both closure and new beginnings. The outcomes we experience may depend on the energy and intentions we've nurtured. But know this, it's never too late to realign with your highest path. Let December be a time of renewal, preparation, and conscious choice as we bid farewell to a year of profound change. So, with that, in terms of the themes coming up, one of it is recalibrating for new beginnings. December 2024 arrives with themes of transformation, possibility, fresh starts ushered in by Sagittarius new moon on December 1st. But no, when we say transformation, last month, one of the energy themes of the month was layers of transformation. And so we're still in the layers of transformation. So we're in the next phase, which is why, again, this theme is very prevalent. And remember, we're here to learn, grow, and evolve. So in some ways, it's always there. So this month begins a new moon in Sagittarius on December 1st, bringing in fresh opportunities and an invitation to see the world and yourself through a new lens. With Mercury and also Mars in retrograde, you might find yourself revisiting the past, stirring up memories from the past. This month is rich with opportunities to bridge the gap between where we've been and where we're headed. And this is an important part of the process. The retrogrades remind us to pause, reflect, and learn from where we've been, while Pluto's move into Aquarius opens the door to innovative paradigms and possibilities for the next 19, 20 years, my friends. So decisions are on the horizon, one's rooted in your needs, your path, and what brings you joy. And so also, if you are interested in knowing more about the new moon on December 1st, there is a podcast episode and a YouTube episode on this. And then there's also the following episode is a quantum energy healing new moon meditation in Sagittarius. So, my friends, this month's energies encourage us to keep one foot rooted in the wisdom of the past, and then also while stepping forward with courage and vision. It's a delicate balance, but one that offers the potential for deep alignment. And so just know that, in regard to decisions are on the horizon, just really understanding that one's rooted in your needs, your path, and what brings you joy as well. So, with that, December's energy is the master number 11. So, in numerology, December carries the vibration of 11, a master number that symbolizes illumination, spiritual insight, and initiation. And so this energy invites us to embrace both lessons and light that comes with growth and expansion. And the master number 11 associated with spiritual initiation and higher vision. This is a fitting culmination of a cycle that began in January 2008 when Pluto entered Capricorn, initiating deep collective transformation. Boy, oh boy, when I look back at 2008, y'all, I was definitely I was definitely in a culmination of a cycle of transforming and connecting to collective transformation. It is so fascinating to, look at these dates and kind of look at your own timeline. And I definitely recommend that. So, and if you are in my Patreon, Meditate with Me, the all access levels, we often do journal questions, and you may even have some of these journal questions already answered. Okay, so now, as we close this chapter, the call is clear. The darkness we've encountered must give way to the light we are ready to embody. That's right. So, with initiation, though, initiation isn't about perfection. It is about how we respond to challenges, integrate wisdom, and move forward. So, December's energy acts as a mirror, reflecting where we've been and where we're headed. This is a month to choose joy, alignment, and the paths that feel most fulfilling and true. Initiation is more than a series of lessons, it is an invitation to grow and expand. How we integrate our experiences, whether we choose to rise above challenges or remain tethered to them, will shape our journey forward. December's energy mirrors this dynamic, reflecting the choices and perspectives that will propel us into the future. As we approach the year's close, it is remarkable to reflect on how far we've traveled on our collective and personal journeys. November carried a whirlwind of energy, catalyzing profound shifts. December invites us to explore key themes tied to the dynamic processes of healing, releasing, and transformation flowing within and around us. One of the most prominent themes this month asks us, Are you experiencing upgrades, releases, or perhaps both simultaneously? For many, the pace of transformation feels like being in the midst of a powerful energetic storm, firing on all cylinders of release and renewal. And this acceleration can sometimes feel disorienting as we simultaneously let go of old patterns while new ones begin to anchor. Historically, we may have experienced transitions with distinct phases, releasing what no longer supports us, followed by a period of renewal. Yet now, these processes are really overlapping and occurring simultaneously, requiring us to navigate this rapid flow with greater mindfulness. And also, it can really feel as though the accelerator is pressed to the floor, leaving little room for pause. And that's why grounding practices are not just helpful, but really essential at this time. If you do energy work, I definitely just, can't recommend enough making sure to keep to your practices to support you. And also with grounding work, grounding doesn't need to be elaborate. Simply engaging in like any activity that connects you to yourself, the earth, or a sense of calm can create a stabilizing force amidst the intensity. Whether it's mindful breathing, doing energy work, doing energy meditations, journaling, walking in nature, letting yourself do sound baths or even dancing, these practices really can anchor your energy and provide you with a sense of inner footing. So, again, grounding does not need to be elaborate, my friends. So, just know that. And with that, you know, it's just really interesting to kind of understand that there's just been a huge acceleration happening. And so let yourself, lean into your tools and check in to see what you need. So even for those with decades of experience in personal growth, using tools, the speed of transformation we've been experiencing is unmatched. And so it is really natural, no matter where you are on the spectrum and the scale of how long you've been doing this work, how much tools, practice you have. Like I said, y'all, this year, I have been doing energy work and meditation and using tools for years. And this year was something. It was definitely a doozy in a lot of ways, and it's because it's the rapid shift that's been happening. So, again, even those who have decades of experience, what we're experiencing, the speed of transformation is really unmatched. And so it's really natural to feel moments of overwhelm as your energy system adapts to these rapid shifts. So you want to take time to check in with yourself, like what is happening with me, becoming conscious, these changes, allowing you to navigate them with greater ease, carving out more moments to breathe both literally and energetically. And also unacknowledged shifts can manifest as tension in the body, emotional reactivity, or subtle changes in behavior. Conversely, you might also feel inner intensity while externally navigating life with relative calm. Either way, honoring what is unfolding, within is vital. This month's self care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Sometimes it means stepping back, saying no, or creating space for reflection, quiet reflection, going inward. Other times it might mean leaning into the renewed energy and engaging with life more actively. So listen to your body, your energy field. They hold wisdom of what you need. If you're navigating the dual processes of upgrading and releasing, recognize what you need. You might need rest, even in brief moments. A short pause, a mindful breath, or even an hour of solitude can help reset your system. Honor, really honor the flow, and let yourself recognize, like, what is it that you need on the flow of energy moving through you. It's guiding you towards a deeper alignment, clarity, and well-being. So this December, let self-compassion be your anchor. Nurture the dynamic energy within, and allow yourself to gracefully navigate the season of renewal and release. Transformation is a journey, my friends. And by caring for your energetic and emotional and your mental self, your physical body, You'll find the strength and clarity to move forward with intention and lightness, my friends. So then that leads us to the next theme, then, really from reflection, which is, we're moving then from initiation, from reflection to radiance, aligning with light in transformative times. And so it really leads into then recalibration. And that's one of the themes is recalibration. So as we enter December, the energies invite us to step into profound self-reflection, embrace the radiance of our inner light. And this month offers a unique opportunity to align with the transformative currents within and around us, preparing for the shifts ahead with more grace and mindfulness. And so this next theme, recalibration. So this month invites us to reflect, refine, and adjust our focus based on what truly matters, what motivates us, and where we want to direct our energy. It's time to honor the path we've walked, the growth we've experienced, and the intentions we hold for the future. December begins with the energy of a new moon, a powerful invitation to show up in a way that aligns more deeply with our truth. And recalibration differs from a reset. A reset is like restarting a system, turning it off and back on to clear the slate. Recalibration, on the other hand, involves taking all the experiences, lessons, and aspects of who we are and reorganizing them to align with the present moment. It's a process of integrating past growth and current intentions into a harmonious new configuration. And with that, then, for our energetic support for recalibration, Mercury remains in retrograde until mid month, giving us the perfect opportunity to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. This slower paced energy may feel a bit scattered or unfocused at times, but really it's an invitation to trust your intuition over intellect. Instead of forcing clarity, allow it to arise naturally as you clear space to realign, recalibrate. Take time to ask yourself, here's some reflection questions. What truly motivates me now? What truly motivates me now? You can pause this to write it down. What truly motivates me now? The next question, what no longer really serves me? What no longer really supports me or my energy? What no longer supports me or my energy? And looking at that from a space of loving kindness and compassion. And then mindfulness, looking at it from the mindfulness lens. And then where do I wish to direct my focus and presence moving forward? Where do I wish to direct my focus and presence moving forward? So allow this inquiry to guide your recalibration process, being perceptive to opportunities, insights, intuitive nudges, as the answers may reveal themselves in unexpected ways. And then how to support your recalibration. So recalibration often requires slowing down, so give yourself permission to rest, to recharge, and retreat if needed, especially during the first half of the month. You may experience an energetic drop or feel drawn to moments of stillness and introspection. Trust this process as your body and spirit integrate the shifts happening within. I mean, I know for me coming into December, it's already December 3rd, and I had the energy forecast, everything done. Um, the last week of November. And now I'm just getting on here to do it because I all of a sudden, like after Thanksgiving, I needed a lot more rest. And I also, I was sleeping a lot longer too. And so I recognized, when I meditated, I asked, and they were like, "Oh, you're in the recalibration, you're in the slowing down of the information that you received the week prior." And so I just really honored that, and instead of trying to push myself to do it, because I was feeling tired, and so I needed to rest and be in the slowing down process. So let yourself check in to see what you need. And, again, you might experience an energetic drop or feel drawn to moments of stillness, introspection. Trust the process as your body and spirit integrate the shifts happening within. And then consider integrating these mindfulness practices, doing energy work, energy clearing, using, however you do energy work, whether it's Reiki, dosing energy, or quantum or a mixture of all of it, whatever name you call it, doing energy clearing, also using mindfulness, meditation, breath work, grounding exercises to reset your energetic field, self care rituals, nurture your body, mind, spirit with activities that rejuvenate your energy, journaling. Reflect on your priorities and release outdated beliefs or habits. If you're in the Patreon, meditate with me in the all access and the dusting lab levels, the intention setting workshop will be there for you that we just did. And it was a really great, great workshop. And there was just a lot of shadow work also that we did, some shadow work journaling questions. So I definitely recommend heading there if you're interested in doing more journaling. And then also there's 3 energy healing meditations in that workshop. Also, then how to support recalibration, receptive time, create space for new ideas and insights by embracing moments of quiet and creativity. So, really creating receptive time, creating space for new ideas and insights by embracing moments of quiet and creativity. So, areas for recalibration. So, this month offers opportunity to recalibrate various aspects of your life. Tune in to where you feel called to realign. Personal power, shifting from external validation to inner empowerment. Boundaries, standing firm in your truth and protecting your energy from the space of love and care and kindness, not from the energy of fear or negative energy. It is a difference because then if you're in a space of fear that your energy is not protected, you could actually crack your energy field more. Also self care, prioritizing your well being, and also remember in terms of understanding energy and how this works, it's about learning, growing, and evolving. And there's more information that comes, and it's about integrating it. And we all have the ability to be energy alchemists because we're all energy. Self care, prioritizing your well being and honoring your needs, motivation, letting go of any ambitions that no longer resonate with your purpose. That's right, my friends. Let go of that ambitions that no longer resonate with your purpose. And I know that can be a challenging one, especially if, years ago when I was an executive producer in television, whew, and I climbed the mountain, I climbed Everest and I was on the top of the mountain. And then I had to let go of ambitions that no longer resonated with my purpose. And that meant saying goodbye to working on television in that way at that time. And it was challenging. So if you are going through any kind of career transition, I have a lot of compassion because I understand. And on my Inspiring You podcast on Spotify, there are episodes called Live and Learn where a friend of mine talked about our career transitions from working in television into new areas. And so if you are going through that career transition, I definitely recommend checking out those episodes because you can hear us really talking about it authentically, and it may also support you. And we also give a lot of tools in there as well. Okay, so another area for recalibration is values, reflecting on what truly matters in your relationships and life. What are your values? And we can say these are our values, but are you living your values? And and that's where you want to see how are you really living in terms of your values. Energy investment is another category area. Choosing consciously where, what, and with whom you spend your time and energy from the energy of love and kindness and compassion. The next one is beliefs, releasing limiting thoughts about what is possible. Another area is self esteem, embracing your unique purpose and the values of your gift. So, not all areas may call to you, and that's completely okay. Trust where your attention is drawn and allow your recalibration to unfold naturally. And remember, you might experience a natural drop in energy or feel a need for stillness. Honor these moments, my friends. Don't try to push. And I know that it's the holiday season. So it might be like, Henry, it's the holiday season. Come on. I know, my friends, do the best that you can. Humaning is so amazing yet complicated. And so being multidimensional adds a whole nother complication to it. All right. So Honor these moments and just know that they're essential for integration and alignment. They're teaching us to slow down and integrate and also expand. Recalibration is an act of self honor. It's about aligning with your deepest truths, releasing what no longer supports you, and preparing your energy for the path ahead. By embracing this month's theme, you are creating space to live in greater harmony with yourself and the world around you. So take this time to pause, reflect, recalibrate. Trust the process, honor your journey, and know that even the smallest shifts can create profound change. So may this month bring you clarity, balance, and renewed energy as you move into alignment with your higher self, my friends. Okay, the next theme, personal reflection, the catalyst for transformation. So, this phase of collective and personal evolution invites us to deeply reflect on the aspects of our lives that align or no longer align with who we are becoming. Whether it's relationships, health, career, or purpose, the question arises, what feels true to your heart now? So, this personal reflection is a natural and necessary part of transformation. As old interests, passions, and identities begin to fade, it can feel unsettling or disorienting. And you might notice that, like, activities and connections that once brought joy no longer resonate. However, this shedding is not a loss, but a clearing, making space for new and aligned experiences to emerge. So during this time, patience and self compassion are essential. It's okay to feel ungrounded at times, but just make sure to use your tools and notice when you are, but also understand that if you are feeling ungrounded as you release the old and wait for the new to take form, sometimes you can kind of be in that in between state. And so this in between space may feel like a void, but it's also fertile ground for the seeds of your next chapter. So what can happen is that as we're clearing the old, we might feel ungrounded, but it might not be a true ungrounding. It might be that we just feel unsettled because we don't know where our next step is going to be on the ground. And so we might be in the in between and waiting for the new to take form. So this in between space may feel like a void, but it's actually fertile ground for the seeds of your next chapter. And this is where getting into surrendering and trusting that I'm exactly where I need to be for the highest good. And even though I don't have full clarity of the next step, understanding that I'm exactly where I need to be and that this is the fertile ground for the seeds of the next chapter. And so, and that's just to bring in then a discernment where sometimes people feel ungrounded as they release the old, but it's not a true ungrounding. It's just they're unsettled being in the in between space because they're not quite sure what direction they're going into next, but it's really because you're in a pause state and then everything is happening for you and then the clarity comes in for you to then understand where you're moving forward next. So by embracing the inner work, you're not only preparing yourself but also aligning with the global shifts on the horizon. So as the world transforms, your personal evolution becomes a vital piece of the greater puzzle. So trust your journey of reflection and release because it is contributing also to the collective awakening. We are having individual experiences and a collective experience. It is all connected. Okay, so then the next theme, which we already talked about a bit, which is initiation. But we're going to go into greater detail into it. So, initiation into revision. Embrace the energy of revision and revisioning. And so, this month, we are invited into a profound theme, initiation into revision. So, as the year draws to a close, December offers a sacred opportunity to re examine, refine, and reimagine our paths. Revision is not about erasing the past, it is about transforming our perspective and aligning with the wisdom we've gained to create a more fulfilling future. So, with the master number 11 guiding December's energy, this time encourages spiritual mastery and higher vision. Revision asks us to look with new eyes, to see beyond surface realities and to recognize the lessons that have shaped us. It is a call to refine our intentions, reconnect with our truths, and step forward with clarity and grace. So, we want to let this initiation into revision be your guide as you honor the past, embrace the present, and open to the infinite possibilities of the future. So the theme is revision, an energy that encourages both introspection and reimagining, encourages us to revisit and reimagine our intentions, past, and perspectives. So to revise is to adjust and refine, reshaping narratives to align with truth and purpose. To revise is to alter, refine, or improve what no longer aligns. It is an opportunity to update old stories, shift outdated beliefs, and create new narratives that reflect the present. To revision is to see with new eyes, shifting perceptions that uncover fresh possibilities and deep clarity. To revision is to see with those new eyes and a fresh perspective. So you are seeing with a fresh perspective. And so it invites us to look at ourselves, our lives, and our experiences with curiosity, compassion, mindfulness, and openness to possibility. And friends, this dual process, revision and revisioning, empowers us to move beyond limiting views and embrace our highest potential. This month offers both the chance to revise outdated intentions and revision your life with a broader perspective. It's time to see yourself not through the lens of limitation, but with the expansive vision of your highest potential. So, as we are then journeying through December, we are then remembering that what we see is filtered by how we choose to perceive. While our eyes reveal the physical world, it is our inner vision that unlocks its deeper meaning. So let this month guide you to greater awareness, illuminating a path of joy, abundance, and possibility. December invites us to step into a place of empowerment, to revise what no longer fits, and reimagine our lives with a fresh vision. So, as you move through this month, remember that every challenge has offered growth. Every challenge offers growth, my friends. Every experience has deepened your wisdom. Every choice now holds the potential to create a brighter, more aligned path forward. And in this powerful final month of 2024, embrace the energy of revision and revisioning. Honor the lessons of the past, but allow your new vision to guide you toward a brighter future. And together, let's step forward with intention, clarity, and all lights shining brightly. Let December's light guide you to honor your journey, embrace your truth, and shine boldly into 2025. So, practices for December in regard to this theme: reflect with mindfulness, so you can take time to journal, meditate on the past year. What lessons have shaped you? What can you let go with gratitude? Reimagine your vision. Reflect on how you've been perceiving yourself and your path. Are there ways to expand your vision and invite greater possibilities? Focus on your light. Release old narratives that dim your inner light. This is a time to turn all your lights on, honoring your unique brilliance and purpose. Balance intuition and insight. Use this month's retrogrades to slow down and listen to your intuition. Trust what feels aligned, even if clarity isn't immediate. Anchor in the present. While the past offers lessons and the future holds promise, December asks us to ground in the now. Make choices that bring joy and alignment to this moment. Okay, the next theme: radiance through light, a path to presence and nourishment. Friends, your light nourishes you. Your life force energy nourishes you. So, really understanding how this works in terms of energy can be a transformative process in and of itself. So, amidst the intensity of transformation, the light within you becomes a guiding force. This is a call to slow down, reconnect, and allow the nourishment of light to fill you. We live in a world that often pushes us towards speed and productivity, yet there's a growing momentum toward a slower, more intentional way of being. Many of you are already leading this shift, embodying calm, presence, and authenticity as a counterbalance to the frenetic pace around you. Light will feed you if you let it and allow it. So, years ago, when I was going through work PTSD, I was so exhausted because of the hours I was working, the pace I was in. I was like trying to take like deep breaths, but couldn't really take a deep breath because I was so depleted of energy and exhausted and diminished. And it was really a moment in my life where I'd already been doing energy work for years and meditation and it was really a moment of like, wow, I'm just getting myself into diminishment of energy and I have to refurbish my energy. And it really allowed me to understand what energy alchemy means and also how, if I'm getting caught on this frenetic pace of speed and productivity, am I then getting out of balance? And am I taking time to bring in more life force energy, or am I depleting my source of life force energy? And because I'm at such a frenetic pace toward go, 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 go. And it really allowed me, the message that came in years ago was, light will feed you if you let it, allowing the light to fill in the spaces for the highest good. And then during meditation 2 weeks ago, this came in again to remind me, and that also that was coming in for a theme. So, this profound truth encourages us to create moments of stillness and connection in our everyday lives. And basically, with energy work, it's allowing the dense energy to clear, allowing the light to come in to fill in the spaces for the highest good, and whatever you want to call it. There can be many names. So, whether it's through meditation, breath work, energy work, or simply unplugging for a short time, these practices help us anchor into our inner radiance, our inner light radiance. And over time, the presence becomes a way of life, transforming how we navigate both challenges and opportunities. And I will say, I had a moment where I was looking back to where I was years ago and to where I am now. And I am just so grateful for where I am now and the understanding, the clarity, and the tools, and that I just don't feel that level of tired that I felt. It was just every day I would wake up and be like, I'm just so tired. And I can't even tell you how many times I said, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And it was just grueling to be that tired. And now I wake up. Do I have moments where I feel tired? Yeah, but it's different. It's a different level of, it's not, I'm not running empty on gas. It's a totally different feeling. And so I might have moments where I can still have that, but I know how to refresh and revitalize, and how to, utilize energy work to bring in life force energy to revitalize my energy. And so I really encourage all of you to really start to understand what it means to be an energy alchemist, and then knowing that then whatever practice you do, allowing them to anchor your inner light radiance, to letting the light to fill in the spaces. Because then over time, this presence really does become a way of life. And it transforms how we navigate both challenges and opportunities, because it just allows us to have just more mindfulness as well, and just more tolerance and more patience. And because we are, our energy is revitalized. So as you prioritize these moments of connection, you also not only support your well being, but also inspire others to find their own path to light. This ripple effect of calm and clarity helps shift collective energy toward greater balance and harmony. So, okay, mindfulness practices then for December. Again, we've already spoke about daily grounding, spending time each day reconnecting with yourself. This could include meditation, energy work, journaling, walking in nature, practicing breath work. Honoring the void, allow yourself to rest in the space between what is ending and what is emerging. Trust the new insights and the opportunities will come in their own time. Energy work, create space for light, set aside moments to pause, invite energy of light into your life, whether through meditation or simply being present or through your breath, your life force energy in, breathing out what no longer supports you. Practice patience, be gentle with yourself as you navigate these shifts. Remember that transformation is a process, not a race, my friends, and it's also not a competition. So, December is a month of profound reflection and radiant light growth. By aligning your inner light and embracing the dynamic shifts within you and around you, you're stepping into a new chapter with clarity, courage, and purpose. So trust in the journey and knowing that the light within you will continue to guide the way. Okay, the next theme then is shedding the old energy and embracing a new chapter of growth. So, shedding and releasing the weight of old energy. So, as we move through December, the energies invite us to release old emotional burdens and step into invigorating flow of new possibilities. This transformative time encourages deep surrender and conscious alignment with the present, creating space for personal and collective evolution. So, many of you may have been focusing outwardly over the past month, grappling with waves of grief, despair, anger, sadness, or a sense of injustice. These emotions, though heavy, are part of a vital release process. So while it can feel overwhelming and unfair, or even as if you're a victim of these experiences, remember this: your future self is calling for this clearing. Releasing these energies is essential to move forward unburdened. There's so many times I'm in client sessions where clients are like, but I don't want to cry. I don't want to be sad. And you could have tears that have been frozen for like years, or even who knows, it could be from past lives. And then next thing you know, the tears unfreeze and you are crying. These emotions, though heavy, are a part of a vital release process. Well, yes, it can feel overwhelming, unfair, or even as if you're a victim of these experiences. Remember, though, your future self is calling for this clearing. Releasing these energies is essential to move forward unburdened. If you really are wanting to be transformed, if you in your heart see yourself living a certain life, you can't get to that certain life unless you actually move forward unburdened. That's where self-realization, and that's where you're realizing, you're clearing, you're processing, and then you're allowing yourself to integrate the wisdom, and then you're shifting. And then you're actualizing the wisdom to move forward unburdened. So, my friends, when you find yourself in the midst of emotional intensity, lean into compassion, love, and kindness for self. Use your tools, your mindfulness tools, any other tools you have. Try to reframe it. Recognize this process, as uncomfortable as it may feel, is your future self encouraging you to let go of what no longer supports you. This release ensures you don't carry these old energies into the next chapter of your life, or into your next life if you're going to come here and have another life. I mean, I can't tell you how many times there's been moments where I'm like, oh, this isn't from present life. This is from past life. Oh, and that energy is intense from past life. Hello. No, thank you. I do not want to revisit that in another lifetime. If I've already experienced in this lifetime and a past life, holy moly. I mean, nothing motivates me more than thinking about, oh gosh, if I do come here for another life and I have not only this life and then past lives, whoo, it motivates me. It puts a fire underneath my tushy to get motivated to do the clearing work and to then have the transformation and the shift. It definitely, if I feel lazy at all and I'm like, oh, I don't want to, I will all of a sudden kick into this motivation of like, oh gosh, my future self is calling, and my future self could also be from could be from a life that I'm not even aware of yet because we're multidimensional. So it motivates me to do the work here and now, even when I have moments of I don't want to, which happens because we're living in this grand human experience at times. So, my friends, let yourself then, use the tools, encourage yourself to let go of what no longer supports you. And this release ensures you don't carry these energies into the next chapter of your life or into if you are going to come back here for another life. On a global scale, the world is also releasing old energy. We're in an individual and a collective experience. You also have an ancestral energy field too. You are multidimensional, my friends. So on a global scale, the world is also releasing old energy. We are in a collective. So this process is slow at times, dramatic, and at times met with resistance. But true transformation starts within. So you can ask yourself, how am I engaging with this process? Am I allowing or resisting the release? Am I allowing or resisting the release? So there is an intention that years ago when I started doing practitioner work that the guide said is helpful to use is I'm willing to be healed. Because if there's any kind of resisting to release, the second willing kind of acts as like a workaround, because there can be protective measures in place for people. And so I'm willing to be healed. I'm willing to be willing to be healed. I'm willing to be willing to be healed. So if you're finding that there's resistance in releasing, utilize that intention. Okay, so this month calls then for letting go of lingering emotions and also processing, grief, anger, sadness, despair. These energies may surface as you reflect on personal experiences or witness the state of the world. And so, yeah, it's like, especially if you are being called to be, in terms of a light worker, a way shower, um, you might be feeling like you're being activated to on a whole nother level. And with that, then you might also have to process first too, in order to hold the space for people. Because with that, there's just been waves of intense emotions, and waves of intense emotions may feel heavy, but they are a necessary part of growth and healing. So think of these moments then as your future self calling you to release the past and lighten your load. And it's not always easy. Grief and anger can feel really difficult and uncomfortable and obviously sad, and it also can feel unjust, and the sadness may seem overwhelming. You may feel your nervous system becoming dysregulated, and that's why you also want to use nervous system tools to re-regulate your nervous system. When you've processed, use somatic experiencing tools as well. But however, this process is one of liberation, allowing you to move forward unburdened by outdated narratives and energies. And globally, humanity is undergoing a dramatic shedding of old patterns, which can manifest as resistance and conflict. So just understand that this is where we are. It's not right, wrong, good or bad. It's an isness. And on a personal level, this may feel like exhaustion, revisiting past stories, or encountering emotional discomfort. But instead of resistance, ask yourself, how can I allow this to move through me gracefully? How can I allow this to move through me gracefully? I'm willing to be willing to be healed. I'm willing to be willing to be healed. I'm willing to be willing to be healed. Yes, and so it is. So, in my own journey, I definitely, yeah, November was a month, and it was also my birthday month. Whoo! I mean, it was definitely some eye-opening experiences even before November. Actually, the day before October 31st, which I talked about it in a podcast. But so in my own journey, I have noticed breakthroughs happening when I just when I surrender to the process rather than fighting it. And there are moments when I do fight it. We are in a human experience. And if there's somebody that is, you know, hasn't been in that experience, like that's amazing. But we are in a human experience. And when emotions arise, I just remind myself, like, what's going on here? What is the emotion? What's the wisdom of the emotion? What is the emotion telling me? What is the download of it? And then I also remind myself, this is happening for me for my highest good. This is happening for me for my highest good. I don't make enemies out of my emotions. My emotions are not enemies of the state. My emotions are my friends letting me know what's going on. They're giving me cues. So I'm because then if you're fighting it, you're fighting yourself. Like you're in your own version of Fight Club if you're fighting it. You're fighting yourself. So many people get really upset about the emotional body where I don't like that. I don't want to feel that. Okay, you're now in your own version of Fight Club. So, just really the perspective, taking off the lens and shifting perspective. This is happening for my highest good. This is happening for my healing and growth. This is happening for my healing growth. I'm willing to be healed. I'm willing to be healed by softening into the experience. The heaviness can begin to lift and clarity can emerge. And leaning into your tools, whatever your tools are. I use a lot of different tools and I continue to study. I take classes. I've taken so many trauma certification classes in the last, like, I don't even know, like 6 years. And I continue taking classes because not only does it support in terms of the work that I do with clients, but also it supports me. It helps me understand how to support myself. So, feeling tired during this process, though, can be natural. Think of it as, again, recalibration. As you release layers of old energy, you're clearing space for a lighter, more aligned version of yourself to emerge. So trust this release accelerates your healing, preparing you to step into a brighter future, my friends. Okay, so the next one then is welcoming new energies within yourself. As you shed the old, you create room for fresh, invigorating energies to flow into your life. This transition into the unknown can feel both exhilarating and unfamiliar. New energy can sometimes carry a charge. Sometimes it can carry a charge. What might initially feel like nervousness or anxiety is often a signal of excitement and readiness. And so I think sometimes too, where people are like, oh my God, it's anxiety. Okay, slow your roll, people. Slow your roll, peeps. Slow your roll, peeps. Slow your roll, humans. Let's not be so quick to judge and label something. What is going on? And that new energy may feel like nervousness or anxiety, and it might carry a charge, but it actually is a signal of excitement and readiness and newness. So let's branch out and broaden our our emotional vocabulary, friends, because then it's only going to help you and all of us more, because we'll support each other more in questioning, like, well, what's really going on. So think of the moments then before stepping onto a stage, speaking in public, or trying something daring. There can be a flutter in your chest or in your stomach that isn't fear or anxiety. It is the spark of stepping into your boldest self. December will bring opportunities to embrace this vibrant energy. Rather than retreating from the unfamiliar, lean into it with curiosity. Allow yourself to feel the buzz of stepping into something new. And you want to step into, then be brave. The mind may try to tether you to the past experiences, but the heart knows the thrill of discovery. So ask yourself, does this new energy uplift and energize me? And when you tune in, you'll recognize it as a signpost pointing toward growth and expansion. December offers a unique chance to explore uncharted territories of energy and self expression. So, friends, embrace it. Embrace it, embrace it, embrace it. Embrace it. Okay, so the next theme, the birth of global transformation, the birth of new energy on a world stage. So, as we approach 2025, the emergence of new global consciousness becomes increasingly evident. It's the unity consciousness. While the world continues to navigate conflict and uncertainty, we are simultaneously witnessing the rise of innovative ways of living. This evolution prioritizes conscious living, collaboration, and connection over traditional paradigms. For many, this global shift mirrors personal growth. Whether you're redefining your future, deepening relationships, or exploring new ways of being, your journey contributes to the collective evolution. Your individual effort, large or small, ripples outwards, shaping a brighter future for all. So in 2025, this energy becomes more visible. While technology may play a supporting role, the heart of this transformation lies in consciousness. Humanity is shifting towards a way of living that values mindfulness, authenticity, and alignment with higher frequencies. Your contribution might reach many or a select few. But the impact is not determined by the numbers, my friends, or the likes, or how many followers, or how many comments you have, regardless of scale. As we all participate in the collective growth of consciousness, as 2025 approaches, this new energy is rising, explaining the year end surge as we prepare for transformation. So, no matter what, your contribution, my friends, during this pivotal time really matters deeply. Whether you are at home, hanging out, whether you're impacting a community, a family, or simply on your own inner world, your efforts are vital to a greater whole. Because the thing is, you don't have to be in doingness. It is about beingness in your light. So as December unfolds, feel into this rising energy and prepare to step into your most impactful year yet. And then here are some mindful practices for that theme. Emotional embrace emotional release. When heavy emotions surface, pause, breathe, and allow them to move through you. They're called motions. They want to motion through you. Trust that they are leaving to make space for new, and also letting yourself download the wisdom from the emotions, letting them complete the cycle of what they're bringing in to bring. Tune into new energy, pay attention to feelings of excitement or something unfamiliar. They can be signs of alignment with new possibilities. Practice presence. Create moments of stillness to reconnect with yourself, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply observing your breath. Contribute authentically. Reflect on how you contribute to the collective growth. No matter the scale, your unique light is essential to the whole world and to the whole. December is a month of profound release and renewal. By honoring the processes of letting go and welcoming a new energy, you align with the transformative currents shaping both your personal path and the collective journey. Trust the unfolding and step boldly into the new. Okay, the next theme, y'all. People hold the power, empowering the collective through conscious action. So, as an energy practitioner, I and a mindfulness meditation teacher, I really see this theme as an invitation to collectively awaken on a whole nother scale. For ages, human power has been suppressed, repressed, oppressed, depressed. But we are transitioning into a new energetic cycle where the truth of our inherent power is becoming undeniable. The structures that once concealed the truth are crumbling. And while some cling to outdated paradigms, the momentum for change lies in the hands of individuals like you. You are an essential part of the collective and your energy matters. The shifts we create as individuals ripples outward, contributing to a larger wave of transformation. And my friends, I know it can be challenging. And it is easy to feel isolated or insignificant in this process. But remember, each time you share your truth with authenticity and compassion and mindfulness and loving kindness and care, you are planting seeds of change. When someone asks you about a topic you care deeply about, approach it with mindful intention. Speak your truth, not to convince, but to inspire. You may be surprised by how open others are to your perspective. If you feel stuck or disconnected, this could be a moment to examine your energetic environment. Are the people around you supportive of your growth and purpose? If not, consider seeking communities and relationships that align with your values and frequency. Empowerment begins with you, but it thrives when shared. Now more than ever, your voice and actions matter. And together, we can amplify this shift toward collective liberation and healing. You matter, my friends. You matter. And we live, there's a fine line between being and then also being an inspiring action and not getting caught in the non aspect of the doing. And it's just leaning in to see where you are and using your tools and mindfulness because it's like you begin to understand when you need to downshift or upshift. You begin to get or go into neutral or be in a pause, or stop. You begin to understand it because you've tuned in. And just know too, like in terms of factory settings, in terms of the human, things can be cleared and reprogrammed. And that's why learning reframing and using these tools can just really support you. That's why I also recommend journaling work. Journaling work can really help you understand where you are in an experience and what you're thinking, what's the story narrative? Is it true? Does the story narrative need to be um does it need to be complete? And are you ready for a new experience? Which goes into the next theme, reality check in a fast paced world, reconnecting to your heart in presence. Some of these overlap, but they overlap because sometimes we need to hear things a few different ways. So, you want to take a mindful moment to tune into your heart on a scale of 1 to 10. Where does your heart sit right now? Is it open and vibrant or distant and wary? Is it feel low, perhaps 1 or 2 or 3? And then ask yourself, what enlivens my heart? Maybe it's connecting with a friend, creating art, immersing yourself in nature. Whatever brings you back to life, honor that. Y'all, I love decorating for the holidays. Like that brings such joy to me. I mean, my Christmas tree is up, and I also love this time of year. I love watching holiday movies. I watch a lot of Hallmark holiday movies. I mean, I've watched them also sometimes on some of the other channels, but I have to say, to me, Hallmark just chef's kiss in terms of they just got it down. And, you know, last week I went through, they've got the Hallmark holiday app. And so I went through to check which movies are coming up that I haven't seen. And then I went on to my app um, for Spectrum. I only use Spectrum cable now just for Hallmark. So I went on there and I recorded all the upcoming movies. So they're already like ready, set, go in terms of being recorded because it brings me joy. I mean, it took me about probably about 15 minutes just to maybe even longer to go through the entire month of December. On Hallmark has 2 channels to make sure to record all the new ones coming in. But it brought me so much joy, and I've already watched a few of them that I've already recorded, and it brings me joy. So, what brings you joy? And no matter what it is, it's like it Don't have judgment on it. It just brings you joy. I mean, I love Hallmark holiday movies. It brings me joy. Walking my dog brings me joy. So, what brings you joy? And you really want to take time to honor that in a world that often pulls us away from ourselves, our presence, our heart, and connection. You know, it's you really want to take time because your presence, your heart, and connection are your most valuable anchors. So, your presence, heart, and connection are your most valuable anchors. And it doesn't, by presence, it really just means you're here in this experience, enjoying being present. And it also, remember, it's a practice to bringing your mind into presence. So, so also know that it's a practice. So be patient and kind with yourself and know that the fast pace of life can leave us feeling ungrounded. But the true essence of living lies in nurturing these core aspects of your heart, your connection. Your heart is your most valuable anchor. So, how are you supporting your heart and staying present in your daily life? So, take this month to cultivate a deeper connection with yourself. Spend time in practices that ground and center you, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply pausing to breathe. The more you nourish your inner world, the more you radiate the energy outward. Presence is a gift to yourself and to everyone around you. So, reflective thoughts. And by presence, it's really your light presence is a gift. Because when you're in your embodiment of your soul, when you're like, wow, I'm like how I feel today, completely different than yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, I didn't have the energy to be able to do this. Today, I'm like, oh, I feel so good. I feel so good. I can tell, like, in terms of my soul being embodied and my light shining through, I feel great. And so, with that, then, if I had tried to push myself yesterday to do this, it would have been a different experience. And you may then, if you're listening or watching, you might be in a different experience if I tried to push myself. So, here are some reflective thoughts. In a world that often can feel challenging, overwhelming, presence, heart, and connection remain our guiding lights. The simplest joys, like a heartfelt conversation or a moment of stillness, hold profound healing power. As we approach the end of the year, the energy can feel hectic, whether or not you celebrate the holidays. December often can bring just a whirlwind of activity. It also can bring merriness too. There is, like, coming into December, there can be like the energy and the spirit of merriness. But also just note that amid the rush, prioritize personal time to ground and reconnect. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So ensure that you are refilling yours as you move through this transformative period. And may this month bring you peace, clarity, and presence needed to embrace what truly matters. Okay, so that is the themes for the energy forecast, my friends. So that is the themes of it. I will be doing a full, like, breakdown um, on uh, on it as well in regard to time frames, and so that will be in the next coming episodes. I also just want to say that if you are interested in doing the dowsing energy session that goes along with the energy forecast, it will be coming up on this Saturday on December 7th at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is a live class. And then there are there is a replay afterwards, and you can use that dowsing energy session for the entire month of December. And then also just note, my friends, there are other classes too this month. I will be doing a holiday dowsing clearing as well. And there's also the Meditate with Me classes. There's just a bunch of classes that are coming up. And so if you are interested in having support or being in classes, then definitely head to my Patreon. I'll put the link in the show notes. And then also, please take time, if any of this has helped you, please take time to like, subscribe, and also leave a comment too, because that also really is supportive in terms of doing all of this. And Before we go, though, we do want to break the links. And so you can say this after me if this resonates with you. And essentially, we break the links on talks like this because this is, it is, you know, I did send Reiki to this talk already. So if you want to receive Reiki, you can. If you don't, that's okay as well. But essentially, it is, light coded as well, this talk. All right. So let's break the links. You can say this after me if it resonates with you. I asked to break the links with this talk. I asked to break the links with Reiki, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I also asked to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I ask that light fill all the void cells, rejuvenates, refreshes, revitalizes for the highest good with ease and grace. And so it is. And so it is, my friends. In gratitude, may you have a merry, merry, merry month of December. And remember to use your tools. May peace with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. We are